All right, welcome back. And we are now starting a new topic series known as JavaScript Object. And in this video and the upcoming videos, we're going to learn about a lot of interesting things. Just like I mentioned in the last video, a person has many properties and also behaviors. And each object is unique in nature, but an object can be instantiated in two different types. So let's look at these, and I have an example right here, and it's an example of a car. The car name is Fiat, and this car is an object. The name of the object is car. The properties and methods are given here. Methods is for programming purposes, okay, and methods, they actually change the behavior of the properties. For example, let's take a look at this. Car.name is equal to Fiat, and the method for this car.name is car.start, and you see this bracket here, which means it's a function. Okay, so methods are actually functions, and anything that has something like this is a function. Remember, function my function. So function my function was the function my function is how you start writing a function. So anything within these braces or brackets is known as function. So a car.name, the name of the car is Fiat, and it can be started, it can be stopped, it can be accelerated, it can be, and many other things it can have. Then you have car.model, okay, and it's 500. That's the name of the model. Car.weight is 850 kilograms. Car.color is white, and you could do start, drive, brake, stop, any functions, any kind of functions with you can manipulate any of these properties to get receive functions like these. Okay, for example, if you want to calculate the brake thrust, okay, how much power you need to brake, so you could calculate that using the weight, and you could calculate that with the aid of car.speed, at that moment speed at t seconds or t minute, what was the speed at that particular time, and what was the accelerating or the deaccelerating speed, and then use those variables to calculate the brake thrust, and many such computations you can perform. Bottom line is, an object has a lot of properties, and each of these properties can be manipulated with the aid of methods. Okay, and that's the whole purpose of object oriented programming. For example, this object car could also be Mercedes with a model of 450, and its weight could be 1200 kilograms. Color could be gray, okay, with the same functions, but the results would be different because we are now dealing with some other object. Okay, we're now dealing with some other instance of an object. So Fiat is one instance of this object, Mercedes is another instance, Mazda is another instance, Toyota is another instance, and so forth. So an object can have many instances, okay, and each instance is going to be unique. For example, a person object can have many instances. For example, if I have a class of 24 students, and student is an object itself, there are 24 instances of that object. That's something that you need to understand. In the same way, for example, in a courtroom, okay, in a courtroom there are 12 jury members. Okay, jury member is an object, but each member, 12 members, become 12 instantiations of that object, which is a jury member. Okay, and so many examples you can take, so many examples which an object has properties that are similar. Okay, for example, animal is also an object in programming language. Animal is an object, and cat is an instantiation of an animal object, And catfish is not an instantiation of a animal object, it's an instantiation of a fish object. Okay, so in animals you could have cat, dog, elephant, lion, giraffe. All of these animals are part of one object. Why? Because all of them have fur, all of them are, maybe you could say that all of them are carnivores. And okay, we only talk about carnivores right now, so we're going to say carnivores animals or herbivores animals. What I'm trying to say is you categorize, and if you have similar properties in one object, it can be used as a template or a blueprint for the rest of the objects. Okay, for example, if you use classification, the classification in which you divide mammals, animals, birds, fish, amphibians, so many things, all of these are objects, and the species within each of them is an instantiation of an object. Okay, enough said about objects. In real life, okay, a car is an object, and a car has properties like weight and color and methods like start and stop. All cars have the same properties, but the property values differ from car to car. All cars have the same methods, but the methods are performed at different times. JavaScript objects allows you to have many objects instantiated in the same program. Okay, and all of these will be manipulated and the results would be different. All right, let's look at the first example. In this example, in the car object example, the code assigns a simple value fiat to a variable named car, okay, to object named car. Let's look at this example. Okay, I have my notepad in front of me and I would like to calculate. Okay, I would like to have these previous examples done for you before, but that doesn't matter. It's okay. Let's just keep typing. Write doc type HTML. Open up the HTML tag. Open up the body tag. And open up the paragraph tag and say creating a JavaScript variable, okay, from an object. Okay, we're going to use the object car. Okay, in this example we're going to use the object car. Now let's open up the paragraph tag and say id is equal to demo. Okay, and close this tag please. All right, perfect. Okay, now say var car is equal to fiat. Okay, which is variable car is equal to fiat, and say document dot get element by id demo dot inner HTML is equal to car. Okay, and close the script tag, close the body tag, close the HTML tag. Okay, let me try to save this file. Okay, please make sure that you insert the script tag here. Open up the script tag and close the script tag. Okay, that's the only change that you need to make sure that you have open and close script tags, and save this file as HTML. I think I already saved it. Yes, let me just go ahead and point at it. Objects one, yeah, save, yes, and where is it? Right here. So creating a JavaScript variable from an object. So what you just did was you created a variable called car and call it fiat. Okay, that's the name of the variable, and you call it fiat. We're just getting started. Okay, we still have loads to do to try to understand how you can create and manipulate objects, so just hang in there. Let's look at the next example here. Okay, we are back to this example, the car fiat. The next example, you're going to say that, objects are variables too, but objects can contain many values. This code assigns, this example that you're going to do now with me, it will assign values, for example, fiat, 500 and white, to a variable named car. The values are written as name double colon value, just like you did in HTML. Name double colon value in pairs, name and value separated by colon. Okay, JavaScript objects are containers for named values. Let's look at the example here. Alright, begin typing. I'm going to save this as objects2 in a bit. Just begin typing with me. Doc type HTML. Open up the HTML tag. Open up the body tag. Open up the paragraph tag and say creating a JavaScript object. Okay, close the paragraph tag, and also open up the other paragraph tag and say id is equal to demo. Okay, and please open up the script tag and begin typing the script. Say var car is equal to, open up the curly bracket because you're going to be assigning the value, name value. Type is fiat. Okay, this is the syntax. This is how you're going to do it. Okay, I forgot the colon. There you go. This is the correct way of assigning values to each name or property. Model is 500, comma, color double colon is white in inverted commas. Close the curly bracket and put end of statement, just like that. Then you say document dot get element by id. Okay, open up the demo tag and say dot inner HTML is equal to car dot type. Okay, so car dot type is all of these things. And when you say car dot type, you're going to call this car and it's going to print type only. Okay, let's go ahead and close the script tag. Close the body tag and close the HTML tag. Okay, just like I said, I want to save this as objects2 and also save it as the HTML file. .html. Let's find this file here, objects2. There you go, creating a JavaScript object. First you created the JavaScript variable, okay, and now you're creating a JavaScript object. Okay, both have the same answers. Let me change the answers. If you call car.type, it's going to say fiat. If you say car.model, what happens? Let me save and refresh the page. Object, okay, refresh, 500. Okay, and if I change it from car.color, what do you think it should say? Let's find out. White. Okay, so this is how you create JavaScript object, and you can manipulate what is displayed by calling the car dot name dot property. Okay, that's how we call it. Car dot name, car dot model, car dot weight, car dot color. Okay, up next I'm going to teach you how to use these methods within these and many more things. All right, so just hang in there. I'll see you shortly.